2020 PGA Championship here at TPC Harding Park in San Francisco. We are very pleased to be joined again by two-time defending champion Brooks Koepka. Brooks posted a third round 69. He is 7 under for the championship, 2 shots off the lead. Brooks, kind of held serve today more than anything, but you're still in a really good position going in the last day. Maybe talk about your play and your outlook.
Yeah, I thought I played a lot better than my score reflected. I really made one bad swing, but I left it in a good spot and just hit a poor chip. And, the other ones, I was in the semi a lot, and I think sometimes in the semi it can come out without spin or it can come with spin. And if you're going to do that in the wind, it's kind of tough to judge. And it maybe took a little bit too aggressive of lines on those out of the semi, but they just missed in the worst spot possible. But they were good shots, so I felt like I played really well, putted really well, and the driver I hit great. It's just sometimes I didn't move with the wind. I hit him too good.
Jeff, you want to lead things off here?
How big were those last couple of birdies, and can you carry some momentum from late today into tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. 16 was nice. I thought that was probably the toughest putt I had all day, just because that wind, you're kind of right there in that open area, and the wind's pumping off the right, and it was kind of a weird read where I felt like if you started it on the right edge, it would stay, but if you didn't, it could snap. So to make that, I thought was big. Just maybe a little bit of a confidence boost on the putting for the last 2 holes. And 17, I thought I made, and 18 just hit a good shot. So, nice to walk away with a birdie there and carry it over to tomorrow.
I'm going to swing over to Ben. 4, please.
Brooks, there's a few guys around you with 1 major. You've obviously got more. Was the second one any harder than the first one to win?
Well, if you look at the top of the leaderboard, I'd say yes.
Yeah. What makes that difficult to make the second one?
I think expectations. I think, I guess it does become difficult if you think you've played good enough to win multiple ones. But you just got to keep putting yourself there. I'm doing a good job of that, but the second one definitely is a little bit tougher, I think, as you can see from the top of the leaderboard.
Let's zoom out to Dan Moriarty. Dan, you are up.
Brooks, you've won majors from out front and from having to come back in the final round. How confident are you in your ability are you to get this done tomorrow?
I'm playing good, so I like my chances. Just put the ball in the fairway a few more times and not in the semi. That'd be all right. Or just not short side myself. If I can do that tomorrow and not short side myself, I'll have a good chance.
Zooming out to Brian, you're up. Brian, go ahead.
Hey Brooks, given that you've won a few of these now, 4 of them, how different is your confidence now being in this position versus a few years ago? I guess the difference between those two.
Well, it's just a comfort level. I feel very comfortable around the lead. In the big events, obviously, we don't have fans here, which I think plays a little bit, makes it a little different. When they're hooting and hollering, which it can be fun if they're cheering for you, but if they're against you, it's not so much fun. So, it's going to feel completely different than anyone we've ever played. So, I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. It should be a fun shootout.
All right, let's zoom out to Adam. You're up.
Brooks, just a quick update on how's the hip today?
It's good. It's fun. I told you to loosen up.
Okay. And then it's a bit of a reversal. Last year you had the lead. DJ was the one coming for you. How do you feel about the reverse situation there?
I mean, I like my chances. When I've been in this position before, I've capitalized, and I don't know. He's only won 1, so I mean, I'm playing good. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Next question is for Lucas. Lucas, you are up.
Hey, Brooks, you mentioned how it was different without fans at the majors. I'm curious, playing ahead of the final group tomorrow, how that will be different for you, knowing that you won't hear roars around the course?
Well, there's probably about, I don't know, 10 or 12 leaderboards around, so I'll be able to see. All you got to do is look up or look to your left or right, and you'll see something. You'll figure it out.
Okay, we're going to wrap it up on 3. Mark.
You talked about the birdies late. How much of a difference on this course in these conditions in a major is it being 2 back versus, say, 4 back?
To be honest with you, in this golf course, I feel like anywhere from 4 under has a chance. I think that's realistic. If you can get off to 3, 4 under very quickly through 7. Depending what they do. If they move the tee up, it could be 4 or 5. And then if you play 8 and 9 well, and birdie 10, I mean you've got a realistic chance right there. So it all depends, what the weather does tomorrow. But any of those guys at 4 under, I think reasonably have a good chance.
Brooks, thanks so much.
Thanks.
Have a good evening.